I'm Simply Lesa, and we are still July 2024. Um, I'm still waiting for an engine rebuild and replacement so that I can get back to Chevy Tracker Travels. But for the moment, this is what we have. I apologize a little bit for the wiggly phone camera work. Y'all know I'm not a um, photographer. It's not my thing. If you guys would share this in other places, hey Beth, so that other people know that we're actually out here. I'm using the new phone, and so I came outside. I'm carefully watching the signal strength. I thought about driving somewhere where I would have better signal strength, but you know, oh, I know why I didn't. Was I went to grab the phone and the battery wasn't charging. The solar setup I've got going on right now sucks. I'm done with the refrigerator. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of trying to make things work. That is not my style at all. And so, um, wow, am I in the sunshine? I have quite a tan right now. I noticed. Okay, so where is the best part of the signal? Is what I'm trying to do. Okay, so I go between 2 and 3 bars right here at the back door. Let's see how that is. Yeah, 2 and 3 bars right here at the back door. I don't know. But this is where we are. Best at the door. That's what I'm saying too. So, um, look at the backyard, guys. Oh, let me just tell you, there's a mess on the other side of the hammock stuff. I dismantled, I took down the chicken coop garden room. Oh my goodness. I did. I did. Okay. Be careful moving the phone around, right? And here's Miss Wendy and a couple of chairs outside. It's been raining, so I did not get a bad storm. I saw where some people in St. John's were flooded out. This is the worst I get is dirty stone. It gets wet and then it's dirty. Oops, I put my finger in the wrong place. Okay, signal is pretty good. I'm going to lean on the back door and talk to y'all. So it's what you're getting today. Um, oh, let me make sure that when I put my arm that far, I'm pretty good. I think I want to grab the other tripod. Oh, bear with me. It's right inside the door. Wendy, Mama's not staying inside because it's pretty good. And the house is the cabin is messy today. So, do I want to come inside? No, the signals. Yeah, I can't decide. Inside, outside. I think outside it was a little better. Oh, I have a. Wow, I'm going to show you this if I can. All right, let's see. Because I just grabbed the other tripod that was on the other side of the door, and I'm going to lean on the door. Can you see that spider? There's a spider in the tripod. Oh, there you go. Maybe you can see him better that way. There you go. Look at that little booger. I've been fighting spiders. So, I don't know what kind he was. I just, I had to step on him, guys. I have been bit by spiders sleeping in bed. So, not trying to do that. So, stand outside and lean on the door. That's what I'm doing. I should have grabbed a stool. That's all right. We're all right. Here we are. So, what do y'all want to talk about today? Who's here? Let me go back and check while I was doing all of that. first stuff. Don't forget your uppercase cues so I can see what you want me to talk about. Is that Catherine? Hey, Catherine. By the way, Catherine, I don't know how many members I have over on YouTube, but are you starting to get the members only information off of YouTube? Because you're a member, I want to know that. Oh, great, great, great. Okay, so Beth, Catherine, Jeremy. Hey, Jer. Iris. Hey, Iris. How are you doing? You were kind of having a hard time. Is that Donna R? Boat. Yeah, you just say boat. Boat. So if you guys want to get a more day-to-day, okay, right now it's not day-to-day yet, but that's where I'm taking the membership part of YouTube. Will be day-to-day stuff, like what they do today. What am I thinking about? What am I crying about today? What am I happy about? What did I find for a discovery, right? So those are the kinds of things that I'm wanting to aim the membership over on YouTube for. So what I would like you guys to do is, when you can, I'm trying to keep it super cheap. So I think right now, I forgot. I think it's on $1.99 for you to join the YouTube channel. And if for some reason that's not possible and you don't want to do that, let me know and I'll see whether, I think there's a way around it where I can gift somebody. I'm not 100% sure, but I think there's a way I can gift somebody a membership. I shouldn't say that out loud when I'm not sure. So, what's been going on around here? I have had so much fatigue and stuff for quite some time and was really concerned, starting to talk to myself about, okay, so I had a couple nomad friends are passing. One passed away last week. Another one is on his way out. And both of them were camp buddies. And one of them used to come up to my property quite a bit. And we had a falling out a few years ago. But he knew I loved him. I just was not his girlfriend, and would he please stop telling people that? And he got mad at me and then went on his way. You know how people are. So he knew he was loved. And I'm sad that he's gone. He was cool, weird cool, but I mean, we all are, right? I don't mean that in some negative way. It was, but to hear it and to go, wow, this person was my age or within a year of my age. And I was like, so some of the way I'd been feeling lately, I was not blaming it on the heat or the challenges or the fact that I fell down and I really messed up my knee a little bit, didn't realize how bad it was. I wasn't taking those things into account. I was just saying, there's something freaking wrong with me. And now I'm getting old. And just like these people who just got cancer and are dying or just did die, it's going to be my turn soon. So, I was starting to feel that. And, I haven't heard from any therapist since my last one had to quit his job because of his health. So that's been weird, not having the extra. And yet that therapist and I, before he had to change his job, we discussed how he thought I was going to be fine until the weather changes. So I'm watching the weather to see what's the thing that affects me the worst. And it is the extreme. So extreme heat and extreme cold. Both of those things really affect Miss Lesa. I don't have some particular reason why, but it does. So, So anyway, so I just see. I'm like, I wish I could show you what I'm seeing, but I'm not sure. And Miss Wendy just went over there beside the, so between the tree and the shower house, I have a new gate over there, but it doesn't look like a gate. It just looks like the fence. And I haven't finished it, so there's a gap, and Wendy can just go through. She just went through there that direction. You guys missed that. Oh, yeah. Can I do this on this phone? Oh, I can blow it up on this phone. Okay. Yes, I have bug stop treatment for spraying the foundation. It says do it once a year. I don't know, but I decided I'm having ant problems like crazy. Those two, well, now that I'm showing you the pictures, those are two 4x4 posts that I'm hoping to use on this side of the house, just past the window. I'm not walking over there because I don't want to lose y'all. But on that side, there's 12 feet because the cabin is 12 feet by 12 feet by 12 feet, right? Um, so I'm going to use those two posts on that side. That gets the worst of the afternoon sun on the windows of the cabin. And so those two posts, along with some of the materials over on the other side of the green rug, over in there, those pieces of wood and things over there, are going to make another shaded spot on the other side. And then some of those materials are going to help make a new woodshed for storing firewood. And then that piece of gate will go right over near where it is, that white that you're seeing. I can't make my finger be in the camera, but that white that you're seeing between the tree right there by the hammock, the gray is the hammock. The white here with the orange cord, that's the corner of the cabin. I'm doing this because I'm trying to be careful moving the phone around and losing you. So, um, hurt the belts on the car? Oh, so Catherine just asked the question, can simple green hurt the belts? I think she means on the vehicle. Not at all. What you want to do, though, is spray it on a day when it's sunny and dry and let it soak it good and then let it dry. Don't try to run your engine until after it's dried really good. So I do it spring and fall. I don't try to do it in the summer unless I've got a problem going on. And then I let it dry really, really good in the sun. And then it's good to go for quite a long time. Um, so, no, simple green will not hurt your belts. Okay, let's see. Let me go back up here a little bit. Oh, Miss Beth is right on her game this morning. I can see that. Okay, so Catherine, Beth, Donna R. Good morning. Pixelated when I move. Okay, don't move. Okay. I'm going back up to read everything. Oh, I probably didn't hit chat filter. All messages, not top messages. There we go. Because I know y'all are talking. I know that. Um, I haven't had trouble with the belts getting slick. Don't concentrate on spraying the belts. The belts in your engine are not the food that the rodents or rats or whatever you have. It's not what they want for food. They want the wiring. So you don't need to concentrate on the belts. But the fact that they get sprayed as you're moving your thing around won't hurt them. All right, let me go back because I had the wrong setting set. I forgot. Um, Yes, it's been hot. So, okay, so the weather and temperature extremes seem to really get to me in many different ways. One I've noticed with the heat, yeah, I can get dehydrated easy, but I kind of take care of that, especially since I reintroduced salt into my diet. So, but my favorite beach hat was because it rolled up really small and I could travel with it easy. Um, it was only a visor, it didn't have a crown on the hat. When the top of my head gets hot, oh, am I in trouble? Wow, am I in trouble? So that hat's gonna have to go bye bye. I tried using bandanas and wet bandanas and then putting it on. It's not enough. So that hat's going to go bye bye, and I'm going to be hunting for a hat with a crown that leaves a little bit of airspace between the top of my head and the top of the hat, so that the air maybe if it's straw or something like a straw cowgirl hat or something, maybe the air can go through enough to try to help with that. That's been a problem. I've had to be careful of that. Also, the very, very cold winter, same thing. If I get too cold, now I don't like wearing a hat, mind you, but I've learned that it's kind of important for me to stay warm and stuff. Okay, let me get back because I saw some. Jeremy said it was hot. Oh, yeah, Beth, that is exactly. So Beth said, nothing makes you feel more mortal than friends around you passing on. Yes. And this morning, when I opened the phone to just check the basics, it was, let's see. So my new-ish, it's not that new, kind of morning routine lately has been I get up, I come outside, I go to the bathroom because, I have to go over there. Whoops. That's hard to do. Because I can't see what I'm showing you. So I have to walk over there to use the bathroom. And then by that time the kitties are like looking for me and wanting water or whatever. I've stopped feeding the kitties at night. And they're doing a good job. They're big enough now. Okay, so I know for sure I've got one boy kitty because his junk is obvious. But the other one, I can't tell. It's kind of weird. If it's a boy, it's got the smallest little set of things I've ever seen. I don't know what's up with that kitty, but I think it was the runt of the litter. And so, the fact that they're alive, they're happy, and they're killing rodents for me. They got 3 last night. So my cutting back on the food at night is going to help with that. So Wendy woke me up. It must have been when they were doing the killing the thing. No, there was actually an animal out here. Wendy woke me up. She was barking like crazy. She doesn't bark a lot, and barking like freaking crazy, wanting outside, actually looking at me like, is it okay if I go through the screen on the open window? And I was like, and no, you can't go out. Let me hold you. Let mama see what it is first, because I have this section of the gate where the chicken coop garden room is laying on the ground right now. So I have to fix that fence and gate so that she can't get out of it. Then I could have let her out. She could have barked around the fence and it could have been safe enough. But for right now, I got to watch that. So I picked her up and we walked around to the windows and she was looking like really serious. And I was like, good girl, you're doing a good job. Go ahead and bark. You bark for whatever it is. And she wouldn't bark at one window, but she would bark at the other window. And so when she calmed down a little bit, she kept looking at me and seeing if it was safe. When she calmed down, I waited a good half hour and then I came outside with her with my headlamp. And she did go try to still bark at something to make it stay away. But I also think that she tends to try to wake me up when the cats are in the process of killing whatever they're killing, which I wish she wouldn't wake me up for that. But, this is off grid living, and I'm still a nomad. I still can't stand to sit still. I still want to go camping. I still want to, but I have to make sure that things here are stable and protected enough so that there's not much that can go wrong if I was to be gone for a couple of days. And then with the kittens, as they get a little bit older, I've already been going to town and they get to stay by themselves. But they haven't had me go stay away for a night. And so I need to do those things slowly so that they get used to it. And so they'll stay here. And then, when I do plan to do any kind of being gone for a week or two, by the time I do that, they ought to be trained well enough that they'll stay here and I can have a neighbor, maybe I can hire somebody or some neighbor that just wants to help out will come and, feed them a little bit. I have a couple of nomad friends that may want to come just stay here during weather I don't like. Um, like my friend Bradley Enlow, Brad and Lily. Lily's his little Yorkie. His Yorkie's old. He's Sun Raider Overland. He has a health issue. He has to stay where it's cold. And so he camps in the snow all the time. And we talked about him maybe coming and camping at my place. He's all self-contained, but he could use things here within. I know him well enough to say this. He's respectful and everything. But we could work it out so that he might like to stay while I go somewhere else in a cold winter time or something. I don't know the answer, but these things are possible. So let me see what else is going on. When I was checking messages, I also got a message from my Aunt Jeanette. We always called her Aunt Net. Um, my great aunt Musa passed away, which I'm not really surprised. Her husband passed a few years back. They had been missionaries in Japan their whole adult life. They were really cool people. They have some really cool children. I'm not close with their children, but I know them. Um, Most of their daughters married Japanese men. Um, and she's concerned because I think she's 87. She's starting to have some things. She's still driving, but she's starting to have some things that are challenging for her to deal with. She found out one of her doctors wasn't doing such a good job, so she canned him. But it was nice to hear from her. So I took the time to send her a good message, and get her updated on where I'm at and what's going on with that. I've talked to my son a lot this week. What was that, Catherine? I didn't see that because I didn't see the cues on it. Yes, please comment on your rain. Okay, so I'm hardly getting any. I'm getting some. I shouldn't say hardly, but I'm so grateful. You guys remember, let's do this. And I think I can do this. You guys remember that when my son was here, I wanted this back patio to be a little more dry, really badly. Because when I come out this door that I'm leaning on, if it was raining, you couldn't open the door without the rain going inside. So this fix that we did, I sacrificed my favorite and only hammock tarp, which was not horribly expensive, but is a good tarp for up there because he was climbing around up on those rafters. And so I was like, look, Josh, let me find out how expensive it was. He was kind of fighting me a little bit and saying, no, 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 no. And I said, why are you saying no? And he goes, it's expensive and it looks expensive and whatever. And I was like, oh no, wait a minute. Let me go check that if the price is the same as it was when I bought it, you put this one up there and it will help. And I'll just buy another one. So I checked and he goes, oh, you can't afford to do that or something. And I was like, so I checked and they were $28. And I was like, he goes, $28? Oh, snap. I figured that was a $60 tarp. I was like, no, 28. He goes, wow, Mom, you're better at shopping, right? I was like, yeah. He goes, well, send me the link because I need to order one for at home for when I go fishing. And then he said, okay, I'll put it up there. And in that moment, they had more, same size, same color. And then, don't you know, the minute that I go to order another one so that, wait a minute, let me go back. So that we can, what we need to do is unscrew that one, those two solar panels from the roof. And we need to get another one and lift up these two sections right there of the tarp and slide the new tarp under it. Then put those things back down, and the new tarp will go from this space all the way down to the end. Because it was like an 8x10 and I can't get a 6x10. Anyways, and don't you know, I get ready to order it, 2 weeks later? They don't have gray. And I like my stuff to look good, so I want it to match. So I'm waiting a little bit, and I hunted to see if I can get another company's gray. And I found a couple of things that are close, but I'm not ready to order it anyways. So, but because of that, I can actually come out on this back patio and sit here in the rain. I can leave this window. There's a mess on top of my cabinet, but this window right here, I can leave it open in the rain. That's nice. This has been a good fix. And the fact that this is a dry seasonal cabin that was built unpermitted, but is legal by the county's rules. This makes a difference. Had I put on a more permanent roof, it's possible that they could be upset. I don't think they will, but I can't afford a $400 roof for this. Just can't. Yes, could I take the materials that came off the garden room? Absolutely, but I don't want to. This works. If it works, keep it simple. Don't knock it, right? And it should last a number of years. I don't see it being a problem for years. So that's all good. All right, let me catch up with you guys some more. Oh, yeah, Catherine had said, comment more on my rain. All right, let me think about more rain stories. So the other thing is remember my son helped me get one gutter up. And I have one adjustable downspout. This month early when I went to Show Low, I picked up 2 more of those plastic adjustable downspout things that I can screw on and attach to what I currently have. That'll get closer to the barrel. Well, I did that, but then I had to have water delivered, and the water delivery filled every barrel I owned. Then I remembered I had a cracked garbage can. It was the lid that was cracked. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stick it under the edge of that downspout. That barrel has filled all the way full and overflowed. So that barrel's going to get some silicone to repair it. And it may be the one that waters garden plants and things for the bird feeders and for the, I don't know, but I'll repair the crack with silicone. I need to buy some more, and then it'll go in rotation as one of my rain barrels. A little at a time, I can buy enough gutter to get one gutter, and my son taught me how to do it so that when my health feels good, when I feel safe enough to climb a ladder, that's a thing that happens for me sometimes. It's another reason why, let's talk about zero shoes. I have not ordered my zero shoes yet. I went out to order them and they didn't have the sandals I wanted. They were out of all of them. And I was like, I wanted to get sandals first because zero shoes have given me a pro deal for myself and discount for you guys. So as an affiliate, I need to add that affiliate link. I can't remember if I did it, but I need to add it to the end to the descriptions of these videos so you can click on that and get the discounts. But anyways, and I need to get a discount code that you can use on Amazon. I have worn barefoot shoes for probably 7 years ish. So in 2011, I hiked on the Appalachian Trail. I hate boots. My feet get hot, they sweat. I want to feel the ground. I was nervous because I'd never hiked in my entire life. I have walked in the woods plenty, but I'd never hiked. So I chose to use wool, smart wool socks, and Keen sandals is what I hiked in. And it was snowing and everything and wet and it worked. Um, it worked. But anyways, and then after that, I started wearing barefoot sandals. In between, like when I was back and forth in Costa Rica and stuff, I wore out an awful lot of cotton socks because I didn't want to wear shoes. And so I would just put on cheap cotton socks and just walk outside in cotton socks. But you know, if you get on asphalt, that's really hot. And that's really, they get messy. You accidentally step in dog poop. That's messy. So I would just throw them away, right? Buy cheap cotton socks. Um, I have found, I didn't know at that point that I had an autoimmune disease that was affecting things like my stability. And I still don't totally believe that I really have this. Okay. Okay. I believe. No, I don't. I don't believe it because I'm healing it. Okay. But I found that with that stability issue, barefoot shoes, being able to feel the ground. That's why I love being barefoot so much. So there is a thing about grounding, and I used to do rewilding and stuff like that. Um, I walk barefoot a lot. This morning, our morning walk with the dogs. The cats walk with us too. Um, I walk barefoot in the morning. It's lovely. Yeah, muddy days I might put on those flip flops that make me feel unstable, or my barefoot shoes that I currently have. But I went to buy my pro deal shoes and from Zero Shoes, and they were out of the sandals I wanted, and I wasn't sure if I was ready to spend what for me would be close to $50-$60 for a pair of like sneaker like shoes. I was going to wait a while for sneaker like shoes. So they have a pair that I'm looking at that's called the Cork. Those I think are cute as heck. And so I probably will be looking at those, but I wanted to do winter boots. And because of the price of winter boots being closer to $150, I figured that saving my pro deal for winter boots was worth it. But I wasn't able to get sandals at all. And part of it is my size, part of it is I want something specific. I want the ground feel. Okay, I hope that's making sense to you. Okay. So the rain, I've been getting rain enough to fill water tanks. I haven't had any flooding or anything like that. I get to see great lightning shows, but I'm not getting the kind of rain that keeps me stuck on my property, which is has been normal in the past. So um, anyway, and I've had elk right here in the morning, which has been kind of cool. All right, let's see. Simple Green hurt the belt, so we already did that. How is Iris is saying, how is your new phone and service working out for you? I like the new phone. I haven't been using it as much as I should. But part of that's because I'm trying to think about what part of simplifying do I want to have on the new phone as opposed to the old phone. What do I want to change? And because I can run the new phone as a hotspot, I often will put the new phone on the charger and leave charging with the hotspot on, and I'll use my old phone. Now, because now I have two different numbers, I also am like watching who do I want to give the new number to? When do I want to do something with the old number? So I haven't made all those decisions, but that's what's going on there. Iris, I do think that this visible service is worth it. Now, having said that, the Starlink Mini is out. And the Starlink Mini, I did not check to see if I can get sponsorship or affiliate link or anything like that, but I need to find out still how much power it takes. I believe it's 12 volts. I do understand you have to watch the temperature. So you can't like let it in Arizona live on the roof of your car 24/7 because it will affect it. And part of what makes it smaller and cheaper is that you have to go move it around. There's a phone app that will tell you you're close, but move it a little more. And so I'm really looking into that. And I was at market yesterday just visiting. I went down and bought a nice coffee and just visiting with neighbors. And one of the neighbors, I had forgotten that they had Starlink. They offered to maybe add an extra Starlink onto their account for me. They're going to look into it and see whether it would benefit either of us. I don't see how I can afford the hardware. That's the cost that would be hard for me. The $50 a month on the Starlink Mini would be okay, but you know that I'm paying for the phone and the visible service. So I'm at $45 a month with the current new phone I've got. So it would one of the nice things about that other Starlink, the Starlink Mini, is you can turn the service off month to month. So if I need it this month because I'm going to be XYZ, right? Then I pay for it while I'm there. When I leave there and I'm going somewhere else and I don't need it so bad, I can shut it off and not pay for it. So I like that. I'm just hoping that the 12-volt power is, reasonable enough that it doesn't need a lot of power. So done with that freaking refrigerator. Yeah, that fuzzer. I'm better off buying, what is it? Okay. So beef summer sausage up at Bash's and Sanders is on the shelf for $4.99. A little short stick. I'm better off doing that than fighting that refrigerator. It's not those things are not simple enough. All right, let me go see what else you guys are talking about. Different angle for a minute. Do you want to see? You want to see out there while I'm doing this? Oh, Donna K, hi, welcome. Sonia, hi. Donna R. What salt? So, Donna R., when I started carnivore, I got used to using Redmond's real salt. Now, to be honest with you, when I was in Yuma, Ehrenberg Quartzsite, year before last, I went into Food City and I got a bag of sea salt flakes from Baja. That was my favorite so far. And then I just recently found out, really, I've been following this Gary, is it Gary Beckham or something like that? I don't know what his last name is exactly. I've been following him for since he first started talking uh, to all of us. He is a health coach. Okay. He used to work for insurance companies, and his job was figuring out how long a person was going to live. And he got so good at it, like he's a scientist. He got so good at it, he could predict within a month of how long a person was going to live. And so he learned some things. And because I was kind of listening to him, really, really want to take that new test he's talking about, which tests your body's ability to methylate or convert the things you put in it into what it needs to run the engine in our body. So I would really like to do that test. That test is $599. It's cheaper than a lot of tests, but I want that one so freaking bad. I heard him make a comment to somebody about the fact that they had so many allergies. And he was like, yeah, but are you always allergic? Like if you went to eat XYZ today, and then you didn't eat it for a year and you tried it again, could you eat it? And the person said, well, yeah, maybe, but only once or twice. And then I'll start having a problem again. He goes, well, then you're not allergic. And I went, okay, tell me more, tell me more. So I want to do that test really badly. Wow. If anybody wants to help me have enough money to do that test, I, I, and that sounds like e-begging to me. I didn't mean it that way. I just mean, I don't know how I can afford it with all the things going on in my life and the limited income, but I want to figure out a way. I want that test pretty badly. Um, I'm very interested because what he tests, I think it's 4 things or 5 things. You do a swab in your mouth and send it to a lab. And within like a month, you get the answer. And then what he said was, you, what you learn is whether your cells have mutated or not, and which mutation is that. So anyways, that's a health thing that I'd like to do. um but Donna, when I was listening to him the other day, he said get Baja Gold. That's his favorite. I almost bought Baja Gold when I went down in 23. And I kept going, yeah, but everybody in has used. I should have listened to my instinct and gone with what I thought. But any of those, so a Celtic sea salt, a Baja Gold, or those Baja Flakes, that was inexpensive. That's on the shelf in Yuma at like Food City. And it comes in a bag. It was like $6 or something. That was good salt. I'm just saying, most of those salts have a number of minerals and things in them. And then you can make, I think it's called Soleil water. Basically, what you're doing is dissolving salt in water and then putting a couple of tablespoons of that concentrated salt water into a gallon of water, and that's what you drink. And each morning when you're up early, when you're first up, that's what I mean. When you're first getting up, you drink water first before you do anything else. And it's the water that you've already put some of that salt into. I'm sorry, I just realized I'm kind of wiggling around a lot. But I am, because I'm holding this in my hand, and I'm getting tired of standing in one place. And I am feeling a little dizzy. So oh, did you guys some of you guys are on Facebook, in my Facebook group. Did you guys see that little bag that I got? Wow, is that a great little bag? And it was only like $9, 8 and change. Okay. Um, that's a great little bag. I need to do some gear reviews pretty badly. I didn't buy much this month on Amazon because I'm trying to make sure I have enough food and cat food. And guys, I'm getting dizzy. Let me find a place a little more shaded. Not that I'm in the sun, but let me sit. Okay, I'm going to pull this down so I can see. If I walk to that chair, will I lose signal? Yeah, not good. Okay, back to the door. Okay, let's see if I can get inside. Will it run? I know the door was the best this morning. Ah, but I'm feeling like that low-grade nauseous, like, I get this way off and on, and for a little while I was starting to wonder, does this mean I'm like super sick and I don't know it, and I'm gonna die and I don't know it? And then I'm like, oh, that's ridiculous. What the heck are you talking about? Oh, what's my battery on to? No, battery's fine. Okay, so now I'm thinking, all right, bear with me. I might pixelate you. I don't mean to. Let me grab water. I was able to and a stool. And now let me go back out where the signal was the best and lean against the door but sit on the stool. Yeah, the sun's coming in. That's what's happening. The sun is strong right here by the door. Okay. But I'm coming back. Hang on. Okay. Door's closed. Let me sit. Okay. Sit and do this. So my Dollar General is still selling spring water. Now, that's not the Dollar General in St. John's. That happens to be the Dollar General in Sanders. Okay. The sun is on my leg, not on my head. Okay. All right. Now, let me go back up here a little bit. I answered the what salt. Oh, Donna Kay, that's nice that Iowa's a nice break. Iowa has some beautiful tall tree areas and lots of water. So it's kind of nice to... Iowa was cool. Who's this? Bonnie. Hey, Bonnie. And Mary. Hi, Mary. How's you see what happens when I get whatever that nauseous, dizzy is? Wow. And this is one of the things that concerns me sometimes. Mary, how's New Mexico? Are you flooding out? I did see you put a little short video out that showed the water running in your arroyo. I don't have arroyos like you. And right now I'm not going down down my ridge. Okay, all right, let me stop. Okay. Beth, you knew Aunt Musa? Yeah, she was cool. She was my great aunt. She was my mother's aunt. Aunt Musa and Uncle Floyd. Uncle Floyd was so cool. Some of the last times I saw him, he was very old, very elderly, and they had retired to a retirement home for elderly missionaries, and he was he talked to me about depression and things, and he was wonderful. He had had a hard time with that in his life, and but they were nice people. Yeah. Muddy days are the best barefoot days. Okay. There's something about that squish between your toes. Ick. Although, if it's right, it's right. Yes. So that Starlink Mini, the biggest expense is the equipment. And right now it's $599 for the equipment and $50 a month for the basic service. The $50 a month would be okay. The $599, I'd rather have Gary what's his name's test first, but I wouldn't mind both things, but I ain't got it like that right now, so I don't know. Sterling Mini is limited. It is limited. $50 a month is 50 gigs or something. That's why I think the combination of the visible and it might be helpful for some people. Because as much as I can use visible, I'm using visible. Wow, I'm dizzy as crap right now. Thank you that the phone was given good, that's Iris? Yeah, given good images. Yeah, Starlink Mini, that's true. That $50 is for 50 gigs of service. But if you also have a free phone or a visible phone, the combination could be helpful. For somebody like me who uses a lot of upload speeds to do what I'm doing now, and at the cabin trying to uh, have enough signal to do some of these. So extra things. Okay, I have to stop. Beth, yes, that Gary, yeah, you were okay. Yes, Jeremy, I'm skeptical of those things too, but the more I see about this particular test, and I've done a lot of research the last couple of weeks, and I'm really, really, really wanting to do that test because I think that I'm more like the people he's talking about. That maybe my genes are mutated enough. Anyway, who's that? Iris that put that purse in your cart until you can find an address to send it to. It would be perfect for walking the dog or shopping. Absolutely. And I took it with me to market yesterday and put it as short as I could put it. And the little bag is like just under my armpit. Very nice. And so I had Wendy on a leash playing with dogs, and I never even got it into crossbody mode or anything. And something I thought of that I didn't mention, let's see if I can, I need to hold my head against the door. Um, but with that bag, Iris, the way it's very well made. The hooks for the loops, the hooks, all those little metal parts are really good quality stuff. I'm so surprised. Um, I think I'm going to get another one maybe this coming month because it's only like $9. And I think I'm going to get the one that is gray camo. Here's why. Oh, wait. Let me back up. I might be doing one of those like I'm jumping around too much, but let me back up. Those little loops, if you take the strap off and you were using a backpack for hiking, you could use a carabiner and hook it as a chest pack on a backpack. That would be fabulous. Okay. It also is just about the same size as the travel bathroom bags and or the travel electronic bags that I've had in the past. And so because I'm such a minimalist, I checked to see if my current favorite hairbrush would fit, and it will. I have to put it a little crooked, but it'll fit. I think I'm going to get another one, and it'll be like my bathroom bag stuff or whatever, because I just really I think it's a great little bag. Okay, I know I'm moving around again. Hey, for fun, read the label on that bottle. Sure. Crystal Geyser, natural alpine spring water. What do you want me to read? The bottled at the spring source near the Sierra Nevada mountains at CG Roxanne Oleancha, California, just below Mount Whitney. That's what it says. All right. Mary is deconstructing an old dog house to use the tin for roof repairs. There you go. Yeah, second bridge flood out this season. Wow, okay. Yeah, I'm blessed I don't have that. Speaking of that, Jeremy, did you guys have a flood on that? On 6040, there's that big wash. I don't know what that wash is called, but did that thing flood for you guys? Donna K saying, do you need to eat real food? Have you felt that dizziness? I get that way because I have low blood sugar. I feel this way a lot. I ate already. And I always test that I have no problem with my blood sugar, no hypoglycemia. I get this a lot. And it's annoying. And and when it happens, if it's a good day, I'll go get in the hammock and just close my eyes and rest for a while. Sometimes it only lasts 15, 20 minutes, and sometimes I fall asleep and it'll be an hour or two. I don't have a reason for it. The doctors can't find anything. And so this morning I had one coffee with coconut milk. And then because the refrigerator stopped running again, it's not the refrigerator. The solar system doesn't keep the battery packs don't stay charged. And that echo flow, sorry, G, but that echo flow doesn't like to stay charged. It loses between 2 and 5% overnight with nothing plugged in. So, um, so the battery packs just down all the time. I'm done. I unplugged the refrigerator. Well, yeah, I unplugged the refrigerator again. It's like if every 3 days it's down, what's the point? So I pulled it. And so I had to cook the last hamburger first thing this morning. And so I saved half of it for lunch and it's protected in a safe way. But Wendy and I shared half a pound together. And then I have about a half a pound for dinner. Wow. Yes, Donna R. Gary Brecca. Yes, that's the guy. Um, hey, Shane. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Oh, have you been using that Cobb grill? That was a nice piece of kit. And you know what? If I had one again, I would. I'm not going to get one. But if I had one again, I would invest in the water kettle that goes with it because I still use my Kelly kettle often right there on that table right there. And the kettle that goes with the oven, Cobb grill, when you go to start the charcoal on the grill, you put that kettle on and it boils just as much water as my Kelly kettle. And it's it's a thing of beauty. It makes a whole kitchen piece. So if you were making coffee in a French press, again, I'm using that little stainless. Whoops, I forgot this gets bigger. I'm using that little stainless. Okay, it's bigger, but now I can't find my finger. Here we go. That one, that stainless French press that I got. By the way, if you get one, I wanted the wooden handle so bad. It's plastic. Now that it's like getting worn, it's plastic. Bummer. But so the Kelly kettle water with the Cobb, Shane, with the Cobb grill, if you went to make breakfast in the morning, so as you're starting the charcoal, you're making the water for the coffee pot, then you making your coffee, the charcoal's ready, you put your pan on and put on your sausage and eggs or your steak and eggs or whatever you're doing, right? And that's a nice little piece. Unfortunately, my travel rigs are so small that that's awkward for the size of my rig. But that's a nice thing. And it runs on like what, 6 or 8 pieces of charcoal. So it goes pretty quick. I haven't told you guys, but I'm working on my, with somebody else in town, I'm working on my 55-gallon drum. So the guy in town that works at the dump, he gets barrels from Phoenix mostly. And he has steel barrels that are pretty with lockable removing lids. And so he's helping me make my weatherproof smoker cooker for here at the cabin. And it will be a 55-gallon drum, and it will have its own chimney so that it can be used at all kinds of times. Um, no, Jeremy, is it filtered tap water? If it's filtered tap water, forget that. I'll go back to drinking what I filter myself. Mary, I think that you're close to Albuquerque from something you said. RV and with G. Oh, right. G, you got a hold of me the other day and I didn't have a chance to talk to you. But your RV fridge went kaput. Oh, good Lord. So you lost a bunch of food. But the heat, these batteries and battery packs can't handle the extreme heat and the extreme cold. And even though my place is not horribly hot or cold, it can't. It just can't. I hear my other phone going off. If it's one of you, I'm not looking at it right now. It's inside. Yeah, Mary, I was thinking of a pond myself, but I think what I'm going to do is just a water feature with a little solar pump um, for recirculation. I know what I mean. Like a little pump that you'd have for a bird bath. Um, because the cats water. They need more water. And so I think I want to set it up so that I've been watching one area. I can show you this. I've been watching this area right there. But until I'm sure that that gets, see, in the morning, that's pretty sunny. But in the afternoon, if it's shaded more, that might be okay. I don't want it to be in the sun all day long. But if it recirculates and has a little fountain punt thing, that might be a good spot to have it right there. And then I can set it up so that it's like, I don't know, say it's, I don't know, 10, 15 gallons, or I don't know how many gallons. I don't know how many gallons, maybe 10 gallons. So it'll be just a little, the cats will end up having to be busy because it will call animals inside the yard. But that's why I have the animals too. And I could plant some plants around it and make it a water feature. Maybe I'm thinking too big, but I don't want mosquitoes and bugs either, or coyotes. The Echo Flow I have been using appropriately. I have it plugged into solar 24/7, and I turn the inverter on and off depending on whether I have something plugged into it or not. But it cannot run that tiny refrigerator, which has very little power. It can't run it for 24 hours. My 300-watt Rock Pals can run it for 24 hours. It feels to me like EcoFlow is making their equipment for people who have access to regular electricity for sometimes. It just, it's awkward. I don't understand. I'm not I'm not really worried about batteries right now. I'm tired. You're trying to find a wooden toilet seat. Who knew there was so much molded wood out there? Yeah. But there I think it was wow. Wow. That being dizzy, my brain is having brain farts. Um Lowe's used to have the wooden toilet seats. But I know what you mean. Everything plastic these days. It's hard to find real wood. Okay, let's see. Caitlin, hi, welcome. Yeah, I kind of know that about filtered water. I was so blessed when I was visiting Idaho, and I could go to the spring and get water anytime I wanted. I don't know where the springs are where I live. I wish I could find one. I wish I had. Actually, I should think about that. I bet there's a way to get water down in the low part of my own property, but Albuquerque's only about 30 miles. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're much closer than I am to things. Yeah, that's true. Moving water will prevent bugs from being such a problem. And it's interesting. I've had a lot of dragonflies this year. So whoever has water at their house, they're coming through my place. And dragonflies eat mosquitoes. So, there are appropriate ways to keep things away. Snakes will love it. Yeah, I know. I know. Been there, done that too. Yep. Yeah, who is that? Donna Kay having the water for the feral cats um and the deer and stuff. I have a location, well, I can't show it to you from here, but over on the west side, that's kind of in one of my, it would be a wash. Um, I thought about putting a pond there, but not only would I have the elk, coyotes, antelope, and all the other things, the cattle would come to it too. And it is a little distance from the cabin, so it could kind of be okay, but I haven't made up my mind. It's a cool idea, but it would be nice to see the animals. I do need to finish my fencing on that side, but yeah, sometimes I don't know. There you go. You got echo flow. Yeah, I'm not the only one that's been having issues with that. And I know that G loves his echo flows, and I'm glad they work well for him. And this, does not belong to me, and I could just box it back up and store it. But I appreciate the help and everything, but when I'm not feeling well, like right this minute, some of those things just feel hard, and then I just do it again. But whatever. Yeah, Kate, is it Caitlin Spellman? Dizzy because of the heat? Maybe. I don't know, and it's not even that hot. Oh, Jeremy, I had no idea. Okay. I could talk about that. All right. Well, I'll look into a natural spring. Well water is typically fantastic where I'm not. The water which is it's delicious. That's good. Oh yeah, um, Mary. I feel the same way. There's so many things to think about on a piece of property and at a cabin like this, the off grid thing. And it's like every time I come back or I switch from one thing to another, it's like I just want it more simplified. Just stop having so many problems. So I don't have that many problems left. I did finally found a USB rechargeable shower pump thing. Um, I can wash my hair with that very easily. That is so helpful. Yes, the foot pump works, but this is even more helpful. Um, yep, electrolytes don't always help me. I do have some, but I have to mix it. Okay, Jeremy, we'll have to talk about that one day about going to the spring. Oh, sorry about the wind on the mic. I was supposed to buy a microphone with the thing. I forgot. Um, uh, I want to show you that thing, but look, I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to try to show you that new shower thing I got. It is an Amazon product. I do not have it listed on on things. Can I get to it? Yeah, I don't feel good, guys. this is the one I got. And I'll tell you why I got it. And the things I love the most. One is it's only one piece. This is the pump that goes inside whatever your water goes in. And then this is the spray nozzle. And I can't hold it and hold the... I'll tell you what it is. I need to do a... Let me do this. You coming back out? Oh, no, kitty, kitty. No, not in the house. We don't do kitties in the house. Come on. Come on, babies. Come. Come on, kitty. Come out. You have to come out. Come out. Come out. Oh, poop head. So I have a cat inside the house and I'm allergic. Come. Oh, poop head. Okay. Oh, that's fun. I thought Wendy came in with me, and it's not Wendy. It's a cat. Come out. You can't be in the house. Come. Wendy, get the kitty for me. Come on, kitty. Okay. I'm still doing the live. I can't do all of that at the same time. Whew. So I hope the cat comes out soon. So that shower thing that I got, that shower thing, so to turn it on, you have a button that you hold for 3 seconds and it turns the pump on. That part goes down in the water and pumps. To run the volume, would that be the right term? The volume of the water spray thing? You can turn it on and off by adjusting the angle of the spray, the water spray thing. So I wish I could show it to you. I need to do a video of it. It's really good. And it's only one piece, which some of those you end up having the pump that goes in the water, the on-off switch is another piece. I didn't want 6 pieces. I wanted it just simple and that it would work. And I have super long hair. And even using the foot pump, there were times when I was having to like lean against the wall to pump with the foot pump to get my hair wet enough to start to wash it. And it was like, okay, this is a little bit annoying. It's all good. So now I have this really nice... Kitty, come out! Oh, poop head. Anyway, so much easier to wash my hair, and I feel very much more normal. I'll just have to do another, I'm just going to have to do another video, a gear video of that. Oh, I saw this. Pit kitties. Yeah, cat drama. I know. It's still underneath the bed. And I'm just gonna have to wait. Okay. Um uh Mary, I'll send it to you because I don't know the name of it right now. Beth, that's good. Yeah, it really helped me. Um, sometimes, sometimes I don't know what it is that annoys me. I mean, I think we all tend to do that. I think it's a human thing. That cat is still under my bed. Um, and so the door's open. Wendy, go get the kitty, please. Come on, kitty woo. Um, so I couldn't understand why I don't like to take my shower in the shower house. And I also know that I really need to put the um what's it called? The the oh, the 55-gallon plastic drum toilet system needs to go in there. And so kind of making that be the shower room too, along with that uh sink that I've got working. I'm sort of like, I'm not sure how I'm going to make this all work, but I need the batch toilet, uh, the batch composting toilet system. I need that to go in there, and so some I think it's because it feels the wood is scratchy. I can't really, you know how much a gallon of paint is now? I can't really afford any paint right now. And I'm sort of like, maybe I just need to rethink this and simplify it and make it work good. Well, it also, I like to camp and I like to travel and I like to take care of myself, and I can't always afford $15 showers at truck stops and stuff. So um I own a, it's not available where I could get the phone to it, but I own a I own a, what's it called? Uh so people who use scuba gear, um they make a thing you can stand on. They're basically round and they have zippers and whatever, but they're waterproof. I mean, they're water. Yeah, they hold water. Anyways, I have one of those. I got it really, really super cheap off of Amazon just to see if it would do what I wanted it to do. It's round. It's about the same size around as my toilet. Um, yep. What's that thing called? Boy, y'all getting to see me when I don't feel good. Um, so I have this um, uh, uh, privacy shelter thing that you can either wear it on your head or you can hang it off of something up high, and it's round. And so this round system that's made for people who wear scuba gear is about the same size for the floor. And it has a couple of inches tall edge. So I tried it last year, year before. I think I've had it for 2 years. I tried it for changing my clothes so that my clothes would stay clean on a dirty ground. Works really great. Then I tried it for washing my body with a washcloth. Works fine. Nobody can see me inside this round thing. And so it works really good. So I tried it the other day, put it on the back patio stone, stood in the sunshine, and used the. It works so good that I'm just really happy with that. So I will use that again. And so it makes me a ground thing to step on. Now, if you were wearing a scuba outfit, you would actually be able to remove your scuba clothes. What? I can't even think of the name of it, but you'd be able to take those off or your bathing suit off and put on clothes. And then the way the floor thing is produced, it has zippers and everything, so you could just zip it all up and carry the wet clothing home with you. And then, rinse things and do whatever you needed to do. That's what it was made for. And so I've been using that for I don't know. It's been great. Wow, I feel wow. So, paint. Paint is not cheap anymore. Good Lord. Out. Come out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You do not want to be in my trash can. You want to come outside. You're not supposed to go in the house. Uh, Mama gets allergic to you kitties. I don't want to do that. You need to be outside. Thank you. All right. There, you get to see Wendy and the kitty that was under my bed finally came outside. Ah. Oh, goodness gracious. Wow. He's in a. Is that the boy kitty or the one we don't know what it is? Wow, that would be in like something else for a minute, huh? Goodness gracious. You two. All right, let's see. Let me catch up. I was reading the menopause stuff. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I've cut my hair off before. I'm done doing it. It's just too. I don't. I don't love hair. I think I look better in long hair. I have really long hair. It grows really fast, and so I'm just gonna let it be the way it is. How are you going to heat it come winter? Heat what? If we're talking about the shower, this shower thing I just bought, it it measures how hot the water is as you're running it. Because of that, I heat my water most of the time on that uh, Kelly kettle. Sometimes I heat water over there on that kettle. Inside the cabin on the wood stove, I also have another kettle. And this jug holds almost 4 gallons. I think it's 3 gallons. 10 liters or something. It's almost it's quite a lot. Yes, I don't usually buy shampoo. For years I haven't, but there was shampoo here and I was tired and I used it. That's the way it is. So, whether I like it or not, I can pour hot water into there. Then um the new the new uh shower thing. Wow. The new shower thing anyways can test how the temperature of how hot it is. And so when the heat is the way I want it, that will take care of that. Does that make sense? Wow. Yeah, paint. When I was buying paint for the cabin, before some of these changes in life have happened, I could buy a gallon of paint for like $20 or something. Well, now it's $50 or $60 for a gallon of paint. So that's really hard. Free sawdust. Emek, what are you talking? Kate, what are you talking about there? When I'm doing my toilet, my wow, yeah, guys, I really don't feel good. When I'm doing my uh when I'm doing my toilet, I use their 40-pound bags of pellets for animals or horses bedding. And it's $5 for 40 pounds. It fits in one of my little storage containers. And because I'm a girl and girls do often do both number one and number two things at the same time, and it's hard to separate sometimes, you can use your composting toilets with that for girls to put everything in their composting. And that's what I do. And it works. It works well. Yeah. In Sholo, we're not finding uh, mistaken paint colors anymore. Every time I go, there's no mistaken paint colors. So it's kind of weird. You got lost. Just a checked shower on or the attached to a tent. I need just a base. Yes, I will send you that, Mary, because my brain's kind of weird and my stomach is very kind of icky. So, I don't see what else do we have? Call you anytime. And I'll probably call you G to talk to you, but not right this minute. Anyways, all right, guys. I'm just not feeling good, so I'm going to let you all go. I know I thought it was just maybe water. I don't know what it is, but this has been happening for me. I have not been showing you all because I didn't want to. Because I don't like showing people that I'm, just as normal as the next guy and feeling strange. But oh my God, I think that I'm going to go lay down for a little while and let you guys get on with your day. I don't know what's happening to me, but this is not the first time. Um, so I love you all. I do have more things to tell you. I do need to do some plain old video stuff. I need to do a bunch of gear videos because the more I'm doing, the more I'm simplifying everything so that my when my vintage Chevy Tracker gets back to where I can use it, um, and I get to be able to go somewhere else again, things should be simple enough to leave it and come back. But like right now, I'm like headachy, sweaty, just I don't feel good at all. So I'm gonna go lay down. Um, oh, and on that Chevy Tracker, another comment that happened this past week was that my mechanic that was going to build my end or is going to build my engine, he said to me that he keeps thinking about the fact that we could rebuild the 1.616 liter. And he said he's starting to think that he'd rather just do the 2.0 engine, which is a bigger process, but he thinks it would be a better engine. And so it might happen. He wants me to go ahead and film and share the videos, but he wants me to tell everybody that he personally is not planning to rebuild other people's trackers. Um, Rather, not rebuild other people's tracker engines. He's getting close to retirement age, getting a little tired. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you all go. You have a good week. Love you all. Ciao.